Hi, are you wishing to embrace vulnerability, or are you wanting to embrace success and fill the void? And finally, are you wanting to harness your inner strength to heal disconnection? Well, I'm here to give you a beautiful message today because it's Thursday and it's Thursday messaging. So welcome and welcome to TCS Everyday Psychics. I'm Nathan. And I will be doing a reading today. I hope you're well. We've got a beautiful weather here in the UK. I hope you have wherever you are around the world. And I'm going to choose today I've got some pictures and then add about 3 oracle cards to today's readings. So before we go ahead, remember to comment. I love your comments. Please comment, it's great. Comment, ring that notification bell, and remember to subscribe. And don't forget to visit our website, which is TCS Everyday Psychics. .com. My goodness, I nearly forgot that there. .com, yes. Go on there and we do healing, we do development, spiritual development. We also do beautiful clearings. So if you have things that go bump in the night and you don't know what they are, or you want to get rid of them, or you need some help, we're there to help you and help spirit to move on. So in the website, there is a message box. Message your requirements and get back to us. Doesn't matter how big or how small, we will reply. So yes, before that, what will happen now is 3 images will come up on your screen, A, B, and C. All you need to do is take a few moments and look at those images and see which one resonates with you the most. And then follow along to the messaging. Okay, and here are your pictures. Hi, Group A. So you chose the Fawn. Interesting. There's more to me. There's more to this picture than meets the eye. And as you can see, he's playing a violin and sat on a wooden barrel. So I'm going to choose 3 oracle cards. These are my favorite ones. Well, loads of different oracles, but these are my favorite because they just have a picture, a simple picture, and on them is a word, and then it's what your intuition feeds into that picture. It feeds into that card, which gives you a very good message and advice. So let me badly shuffle these cards. Okay, so first card we have is vulnerability. The second card we have is stillness. And the third card is unworthiness. Okay, there. So, goes around. So, vulnerability, unworthiness, and stillness, alongside the image of a gentle fawn-like creature playing the violin on a wooden barrel. So, you know, this combination, it offers a rich, nuanced message. Feels the message is about self-compassion, inner peace, and embracing your authentic self. So I'm going to take those words and just change it a bit. So let's embrace the vulnerability. Let's find stillness. And let's recognize your worth. We want some positivity out of this, don't we? So it feels that this week, your inner landscape, as it were, invites gentle reflection and self-compassion. I'm looking at this picture, and the fragile innocence of the fawn, combined with the themes of vulnerability, unworthiness, and stillness, feels it encourages you to honor your current emotional state and to nurture your growth. Nurture that growth from a place of stillness and kindness. So if we had to look at it for this week, what are we to learn? Well, let's honor that vulnerability. Playing the violin. I'll get those two cards there. So playing the violin with delicate focus. The fawn's vulnerability is its strength. So allow yourself to be open, honest, and real, even if it feels uncomfortable. Remember, vulnerability is a powerful catalyst that for authentic connection and healing. So when I put these cards together, it's about releasing the feelings of unworthiness. Now, this card of unworthiness asks you to gently challenge your self-criticism. Remember, you are inherently valuable. The act of playing music is an expression of your unique spirit. So embrace your worthiness to be seen and heard. I like that. And then don't forget, sitting on a wooden barrel, the scene suggests grounding, patience, stillness. Spend time in quiet reflection or mindfulness. Remember, stillness allows your inner voice to emerge and guides you towards that clarity and self-acceptance. It's so important to have stillness. It's so important to listen, be at one with yourself, what's around you, and with spirit. So let's go with this. Express. Remember to express your authentic self. Remember, this violin symbolises your inner voice and emotional expression. Don't forget sharing your feelings through these creative outlets, music, writing, drawing, acting, playing. Through these creative outlets, you can achieve healing and affirming, helping you reconnect with your worth and vulnerability. So what can we do this week? Well, if I look at these cards and the form, I think I would this week dedicate time each day to that quiet stillness, that quiet reflection, or meditation. Remember, it's to nurture your inner stillness. Remember as well to practice that self-compassion. Speak to yourself with kindness, especially around feelings of unworthiness. Express yourself creatively, play music, write, draw, or simply sing your truth. And then don't forget, remind yourself that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. So putting all this together this week, Group A, the overall message this week is about gentle self-acceptance. So it's important you embrace your vulnerability as a source of strength. Find solace in the stillness and recognize your inherent worth. And don't forget, you need to allow your authentic voice to emerge, knowing that true growth stems from your kindness and stems towards yourself. I hope you enjoyed that message this week, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Okay, hi Group B. Well, what did you choose? You chose this powerful image of a mythical griffin standing on its hind legs, wings flowing with its beak open as if it's making a commanding sound. How beautiful is that card? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose three oracle cards and see if we can get a great message today for you for this week. Okay. Oh, so the first one we've got is spite. Second one we have is absence. And third one is success. And if you think about all of these, this scene or this story, it suggests a complex dynamic of confronting your challenges, releasing negativity, and with the success, embracing your achievements. So I'm going to turn this around a bit. So this week, let's rise above spite, embrace success, and feel the void. So this week, the griffin's commanding stance and open roar symbolizes your innate strength and voice. And the presence of spite and absence together indicates areas where negativity or emptiness may have taken a hold. But luckily, we have this beautiful card of success, and this reminds you of your power to overcome and triumph. So let's this week put some things that we can concentrate on. So how am I going to confront and transcend the spite? These two together. So, there we go. If I look down, that's it. So, it feels the roar. I've got the right card here. The roar signifies your call to confront your feelings, or any feelings of resentment, envy, or negativity directly directed towards you or within you. So acknowledge these emotions. Acknowledge them without judgment. Then choose to release them, allowing your true power to shine through. So with this absence card, I'm just going to do this with the absence. It feels to me that you need to address the absence. So what is absence? Well, it's empty spaces or voids. Now, whether this is emotional, spiritual, or practical or physical, these are opportunities. Remember, these are opportunities for you and for your growth. So use this time to fill those areas with positive intentions, new pursuits, or self-care. Remember, the griffin's majestic presence should remind you that even in emptiness, can be transformed and transform you into strength. So next card we have is success. Well, we need to celebrate it. You know, the triumph, the griffin's triumphant posture encourages you to acknowledge your accomplishments. Success is not just external achievements, but remember, it's also your inner growth and resilience. So remember to honor your progress and allow it to propel you forward. So with all these cards, remember, like the griffin's wings flowing in the air, it's about elevating your perspective. Rise with confidence. Rise above petty conflicts or feelings of inadequacy, and see yourself as powerful and majestic and capable of overcoming your obstacles. So what practical steps for this week can I give you? Well, it's important, remember, to release those negative feelings or grudges. How can I do it? Well, consider writing them down. Writing them out on a piece of paper and then letting them go. And letting them go, crunch them up in a ball and light them in a bin. Obviously not your waste bin, but maybe a metal tin. I just like to write those negative feelings or grudges, letting them go, and lighten them. They flicker and go. Also, this one, I want you to focus on filling the void with positive actions. So write down new goals. Write and create new pursuits. Think about self-love. Remember, celebrate your wins, no matter how big or small, and that will affirm your strength as a person. And another last practical step this week is visualize. Visualize yourself soaring above your challenges, soaring above those challenges. Remember, you're doing that with confidence and grace. So this week calls for you to harness your inner strength. Harness your inner strength. Confront the negativity and fill those spaces of absence with not a void, but with positivity and purpose, so that you're going to rise up like the griffin. You're rising up loud, proud, and unstoppable. Well, I hope that message gave you vitality, gave you strength, gave you purpose. And I wish you a fantastic week next week. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Okay, so Group C, you had the roaring lion. This powerful image. Oh, can you see that powerful image of a growing male lion roaring away. And we're going to pair it with some oracle cards. And I have these oracle cards, it's so fabulous. And what these cards do, they give me a word, and then we'll use our intuition to see how we feel with the picture of this lion and what we get for this week, for this coming week. So I should shuffle, okay. Okay, so what have we got here? Ooh, first card is disconnection. Our second one, oh goodness, rage. And next one is grief. Wow, that's quite a selection of cards here, especially how the lion looks on here. So it feels like this combination this week suggests a week of confronting intense emotions, but at the same time reclaiming your power, and for you to find those pathways towards healing and integration. So let's change this around. So let's harness your inner strength, to heal disconnection, to heal rage, and to heal grief. We don't want to talk negative about these. We want positive things. How are we going to heal this? How are we going to do this? So if I look at this, the roaring lion. Now, if you notice, a lot of people have their lions. They would say it symbolizes strength, symbolizes courage, and that fierce energy needed to face those difficult emotions. So maybe this week invites you to acknowledge what's been hidden or what's being suppressed. Because disconnection, rage, and grief, you're going to use, you're going to use your inner power to process, release, and transform these feelings. Because these three cards here are feelings. So you're going to have to use your inner power this week to process the release. So if we take first card, feels like you need to confront, I'll put it with the line there. You need to confront and acknowledge this connection. You look, I feel the roar signifies a call to reconnect yourself with others. Don't forget, that's how lions communicate with us. That's how lions state their prowess. They state their authority, their strength. Wow, how loud they are. And I feel you need to reconnect yourself with others. Recognize where you feel isolated. Recognize where you feel detached. And then gently begin to bridge those gaps. And how you do that is through honest reflection or vulnerable communication. So also this week, I feel you need to allow space for rage. Rage often arises from those unmet needs or unresolved pain. So instead of suppressing it, instead of clamming it, keep it all inside, give yourself permission to feel and express it safely. You can do that through movement, through creative outlets, art or writing, or even constructive conversations, not raging conversations, constructive conversations. The lion's strength lies in mastering rather than suppressing powerful emotions. And then we have embracing grief. Yeah? So embrace grief as a healing, as a healing force. Remember, grief is a natural part of life cycles. It's important that you honor your feelings and you allow those feelings to flow. And remember, allow them flow without judgment. Remember, the lion's presence reminds you that you have the courage to force pain head on and emerge resilient. So I think it's very important you find courage and you find that power. The roaring signifies asserting your voice and setting those boundaries. Use this energy, use that energy of your voice to stand firm in your convictions, stand firm in your healing process, to protect your emotional space and to reclaim your sense of self. So how are we going to do this? How are we practically going to do that this week? Well, practical self outlets for rage. Well, you can do it through physical activity, going to the gym, playing tennis, give it a quick, another one is rock climbing, obviously attach, journaling, writing down. I think in group B, I said, why don't you write down those rages on a piece of paper, put them over above a little tin, and then set fire to them to release them. Or how about expressive arts? Expressive art, painting or movement, dancing. Oh God, dancing is great. It's a great one. Listening to fabulous music and allowing that rage to be released. Another practical step for this week could be to reach out to trusted friends, to help, to talk through, or therapists. There's nothing stronger in yourself to ask for help through a therapist, to share your feelings and foster reconnection, and through past, foster reconnection with friends and talking through things. Obviously not with dilly-dally, but your close friends that will understand, the ones that are there that will listen to you and not necessarily dictate to you. You want to get this off your chest, you want to feel, get it out. And then allow yourself to breathe fully. Remember, there is strength in your vulnerability. It's not weakness, it's strength. It's good to cry. It's good to let it out. It's like, it's important for your well-being. Remember, it's affirming your power, not your vulnerability. It's affirming your strength. Remember, I am strong. I am strong enough to face my emotions, and I choose healing. Healing is the best form of medication, and it helps in everything we do. So this week is about summoning your inner lion's courage and confront those tough emotions. Don't forget, recognize your strength in facing disconnection, rage, and grief, and trust that healing, actually believe and trust that healing is possible when you face these feelings with honesty and compassion, because 100% you will feel so much better once that healing process takes action. I hope that resonated with you this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, stay safe, and sending my love.